Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy 005 Dynasty. I'm back with another video, and I'm out and about, man. Man, it's gloomy. What? I want to see the clouds, man. That's why I got the sunroof. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the clouds, but man, I see the clouds, but they're not looking beautiful, man. They're looking crazy out there. You know what I'm saying? It's looking like forks, you know what I mean? Twilight. If you know, you know. I love that series. Anyway, we're talking about the music industry, and we're talking about in music and Akai, right? We're gonna continue on this path, guys. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. And yo, if there's something else y'all want me to talk about too, man, let me know. Let me know any new hot product that's how. Because all you guys want to see is the hot topics on the hot product anyway, man. You know what I mean? Stop playing like you don't want me to talk about the Akai MPC sample. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so what does buying the Akai MPC sample do? It proves my point. Now, what point is that? It doesn't matter which version of any in music Akai professional product hardware that you get since the year 2017. Doesn't matter which one you get because you could use any one of them, right? So let's say these guys and these girls turn out to be successful musical producers with the Akai MPC sample. Let's say they turn out to be successful musical producers, or they do something that's successful with it, right? It just proves my point. It goes to prove my point that you could get any one of them. You don't need to buy the MPC XL, which is that thing is like spaceship, man. That thing is so big, man. You can fit you and an army of aliens on there, man. You got your little laser guns, pew 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 pew. Like, come on, man. Somebody said that thing looked like a sled. You could jump on top of it and ride it down the icy like mountain, icy hill. I started laughing. Then you got the MPC Live Mark III, which these MPC E pads, expression pads, which is technically just taking automation from the screen and putting it on the corner of a pad. I mean, you can. Come on, man. I'm saying you can automate that in the older models of the MPC. You don't have to assign it to the corner of the pad, guys. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do all that stuff that they're talking about. You could do with that. Makes no sense, man. And they try to I don't like when people try to pull a stunt and be like it's revolutionary, it's changing the game. That's not changing the game, man. To be honest, to change the game is to change the sound and enhance the sound. But anyway, I digress on that point. The MPC Live Mark II Retro Edition. They put a speaker on it. Well, they just put a speaker on this MPC sample. It seems like the speaker is like a catch for people. We got speakers, man. I don't understand what's going on with that. The MPC Live Mark I, to me, is the best one. To me, is the best one, hands down. But some people might say the MPC 1 Plus is the best one because the smaller form factor, the money value, and all the stuff that you get on it. And I can agree with that. I can agree with that too. But for me, my personal favorite, MPC Live Mark I. That's why I haven't upgraded. I haven't upgraded since I bought mine in like 2018. And there's no reason for me to upgrade. Excuse me. There's no reason for me to upgrade because the sound hasn't changed. And the sound is not going to change in these devices, guys. They're not going to do it because there's no incentive to do it. The current ecosystem is not built for that. These what do they call them? I always forget the name. I gotta put the name of these buildings, these factories, these places where they make these chips. They call them fobs. I can't remember. I gotta remember. But the places where they make these chips, a lot of companies are ordering from these places. You know what I'm saying? They're getting there. They're not building the chips themselves. Do you understand this, guys? Okay. So they can't. I don't think they could change the way they're doing it anyway because they're so stuck into what they're buying, what all the companies are doing. The copy and clone generation, guys. That you know what I'm saying? Nobody's stepping out and revolutionizing. Nobody's stepping out and trying to change the game. Put it like that. Everybody's just doing the same thing. So it proves my point where it's like no matter which version of the MPC you get, even to the MPC sample, which is very, very limited and it's stripped back of all the functionalities that you could do with it, compared to the one that's the MPC XL that gives you all of the tools possible, so you could do whatever you want, quick, fast. You got a lot of you got a lot of ins and outs. Like you can plug up to this and that. So external gear. You got CV gate, all this stuff they got. So many different tools, right? But if you can literally be successful with the MPC sample, it doesn't matter which one you get. And if it doesn't matter which one you get, you gotta think you have to purchase with intent. Put it like that. So what I mean by that, you have to now analyze which version of the MPC, which currently they all have the same sound, even if one might have a slight difference. Like they said, like the MPC Key 61 has a slight difference. That's not the type of difference that we're talking about. We're talking about real difference, man. The real thing, like the MPC 60, the MPC 3000, that type of a difference. Not some DB boost, so you think it's like giving you some different characteristics, but it's actually not built to give you different characteristics. Just because something might be louder and you think it might hit harder, doesn't mean it's a different in the circuitry. It's like the overall sonics of it. I can't be able to say sonics, but you get what I'm saying. Right? You know what I'm saying? Guys know I don't jump on that tip. But anyway, it is something that we got to talk about though. So anyway, if you now you have to purchase with intent, because you don't need to have 3,000 MPCs. All you need is one that goes along with your workflow. So if you like the limited style of the MPC sample, which is that little small factor, and you don't really care for all the ins and the outs, and you just want to make a beat on the go, then go for that, because it sounds like the MPC XL. There's no difference. But then you're going to run into a problem of you don't have a lot of ins and outs on there that you go into outboard gear. So now you're going to be forced to go and buy. Oh, yo, shorty. You're going to be forced to go and buy another device that has more ins and outs when you really want to take it serious, right? But why waste money? Why don't you just literally get one that has more outs? But then you're going to say, oh, because I want flexibility. I want convenience for when I'm on the go, and I just want to make a beat. So now, do you see the game, guys? This company in music has manufactured their way into a gold mine, guys. They have manufactured their way into a gold mine. They made every little version, right? They made every version, and in each version, they made sure to snatch away vital pieces to make sure each device is relevant. Each device has its own purpose and serves its own purpose. So now you have to technically buy almost every last one just to have something. That's crazy. They tried to hide it up under the fact that people don't use their minds. And the content creators, the fake musical producers, the people who are supposed to be multi-platinum, who this guy think he is talking about me, like, I don't like this guy. I went over to his channel, his music is whack. All those people, right? They literally close that sound. They literally market and promote for the company to win and succeed for a minimum gain, guys. Think about how nasty these people got to be to come on camera, act like they love you and they all for you, but meanwhile they know that they're getting paid, getting free gear behind the scenes, and they're going to manipulate you to buy each version of this MPC, taking more money out of your pocket, taking food out of your kids' mouth, taking clothes off your kids' back, because you're so focused on, I gotta get this next version because This is the one. This is the one that's going to make me the hit record, or this is the one that's so easy for me to use, and I'm going to make a hit record, or this is the one because it has this new feature that they told me about that's going to revolutionize the way I make music, or everybody's looking for this on YouTube, so it's going to be all about monetization money, and that's the way I could get more money to feed my kids. But you had the money already. You had the $400 in your pocket to go buy those groceries, but you spent it on this. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the people who like, oh, I'm rich. I spent $5,000 at the bar, and those people are just they don't have their mind on straight anyway. So they're gonna say that and try to get you to go buy it too. Think about this, guys. The content creators have literally used you for their gain, and at the same time, you have been manipulated by somebody who you think is famous or who could get something before you can get it. So you look up to them, and now you're down. You're down. You're down. And now you have hopes that you're going to come up out of this by making good music or making good YouTube videos using the product. But you fail to realize that you're not in the algorithm like you think you are. The content creators are in the algorithm, guys. They're the ones who's taking up the algorithm. So when you go and buy this equipment and you start putting out these videos, you only get 50 views, 100 views. Maybe you might get 1,000 views every once in a while, but they get 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 views. So they know that even if you buy the gear and try to become YouTube famous, they're already whole the algorithm. So you're never going to you're never going to fly past them. So they're selling you on hopes and dreams, and they know you're not going to be successful. And these are the musical producers, guys. These are the guys who's in your face. I'm gonna be nice today. I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna, but you know what I'm saying. You know the people I'm talking about, the guys and the girls. These are egregious people, man. When I tell you this, you gotta see it. You gotta stop falling for it. They don't have kind hearts, man. They don't. So now the company has created a monopoly of all sizes, all form factors, and they have stripped away just enough to say this one is different from this one. The MPC Live Mark 1 is different from the MPC Live Mark 2. The MPC Live Mark 2 is different from the MPC Live Mark 2 Retro Edition because it has the retro skin on it. Do you see? People ran out to buy it. People who had the MPC Live Mark 2 went out and bought the MPC Live Mark 2 again just because of the retro skin. Not even because it sounded different. It was going to make them sound amazing. It was going to add saturation to their kick drum, a harmonic distortion to their kick drum. Not because of that, not because it was going to strengthen their strings, add a colorful mid-tone to their strings, or make their piano better. No, not because of anything like that. Because it had a different skin on it, and people went out and bought it. Then you got people who went out and bought the MPC keys, the red one. What was that? The 31 keys? I don't remember the red one because it got a MIDI keyboard controller on it. Then they got all these other, remember the MPK, MIDI controllers. Then they got the MPC 61 keys that's supposed to have the VSTs on there. So you can just load up Fab this and all this and that, and you can rock and roll. When those sounds don't sound, get a keyboard workstation, guys. Get something that has supernatural sound. Stop playing games with it. Get something that has real sounds in it. Come on now, guys. Come on. You should know better by now. Stop falling for it. And then they had the MPC beats, and then they got the MPC Live Mark 3, and it has the MPC E pads on it. Then there's the MPC XL. Every button in the world you could ever think of is on it. Now it's the MPC sample. We stripped it back. We went backwards, guys. We're going to give you the old nostalgia way. You've been asking for it. But not the sound, just the way. Then they have all these form factors now. So now you either have to buy this one for convenience, or this one because it has the new pads on it and more gigabytes and more RAM. So technically, it's faster than the other, and it can hold more memory. It can load more plugins and VSTs. Or you want the MPC Retro Edition because that one's it's one of the best ones because the way it looks. So you got to get the MPC Live Mark II Retro Edition. So you got to go back and buy that. Or you just want you want to leave your MPC in the house, so you don't want to spend too much money, so you go buy the MPC One Plus because you can just get that one and sit it in your house and plug it into the wall. You good to go. But then they got the Retro Edition one too. Don't forget the Retro MPC One Plus Retro Edition. Or they got the red one, so they got the red version of it, and so these guys, the company in music knows what they're doing. They have changed from a revolutionary type of a company that changes the game, that elevates the game, to monopolizing form factors, colors, skins, and keeping the same chips basically, and the same sound, the same inner circuitry, and just making it do what it do. They have the cult following that's going to follow them to the end of time, and this cult following is the ones that's keeping them afloat. And then you got people like me who love music. I just want to make music and great music, and if I'm going to purchase a new piece of gear, it has to be revolutionary. It has to be able to change something rather than have the same inner workings. So it doesn't matter which one you get, guys, to be honest with you. It doesn't matter. So if you already have an MPC in your house, why are you going to buy another one if it doesn't change the overall sound of what you're doing? Basically, they just change your workflow. But if you have an MPC that has all of the workflow already built into it, why are you going to go backwards to get that work? You have the work. I have the MPC Live Mark I. If I want the MPC sample, all I gotta do is look and see what the MPC sample does, what workflow it does, and then just do that workflow on the MPC Live Mark I. Oh, you only got one sequence track, whatever they said, one sequence. I can't remember what they said, something about one sequence. Well, then I just don't use all the stuff that my MPC Live Mark I comes with. I just use one sequence track, and I just load up samples. I don't use the VSTs. I just load up sample one shots, and I just use the sample one shots, and I make my beat. Whatever that machine does, I just do it with the machine that has all the tools in it. I'm not going to spend $400 on that. You could have took that $400 and got you a saturator. That's going to give you that, saying that grit to your sound. Or you could have went and got a preamp if you need it. It all depends on what you're doing with your sound. What is your sound, guys? I beg the question, guys. Do you even know what your sound is? What is your sound? What is your sound? Is your sound the plugins, the VSTs, the virtual instruments that's inside of the MPC ecosystem, like a synth engine, the synth sound engine? Is that your sound? What is your sound? Is your sound starting digital? Because if you're starting digital, then you're not even going the acoustic route or the sound engine route. So how good is your sound really going to get if you're starting with the MPC as your sound source? Or if you're starting with the computer as your sound source? Like, think about this, guys. How good is your sound going to be able to elevate starting with a computer as your sound source, which is basically binary code, ones and zeros? It's an estimate of what real acoustic instruments really are, or what a real sound engine is like. You know what I'm saying? Like a real modeled sound engine is going to capture the fullness, the thickness, the richness, the tones, those tones of real instruments. So my piano sounds good, and the songs that the beats that you've been hearing, guys, the strings and all that stuff, they sound good because the way they were captured for the sound engine for the FA06 keyboard workstation. Just as soon as I touch the keys on that workstation, it sounds so good, so rich. And now I have outboard gear that I could take the FA06 keyboard workstation by rolling, go out the back and go into a preamp to enhance it more. Go into an analog EQ to scope it. Go into an analog compressor to compress it if I want to. And then go into the analog heat to add those distortion circuits that's going to give it that saturation, give it that warmth, and then go into the MPC. So I'm starting. I'm not starting with a MPC VST, a synth sound engine, digital sound. I'm starting with something before that, before I even go into the MPC, and I don't even touch the virtual instruments that's inside the MPC. I use all my external gear. So, guys, you have to understand music and how music is done, and then you can make the correct moves with the right intention because you understand it. So now if you guys understand, all these NPCs basically have the same sound. They're built the same way, no matter which form factor. So now you have to say, how am I going to work? What sound is my sound? Where you getting your sound? Where's your sound source? Where you getting your sound from? And then how you implementing that sound into the MPC, into the MPC. I don't think you guys should be, and this is my personal opinion, and I've made beats. I got beats right now that's on the internet right now. That's on DistroKid actually. You know what I'm saying? That I made with the VSTs coming out of the MPC, and they don't sound nearly as good as what I'm producing right now for Ghost Wav music in 2026 using the FA06 keyboard workstation. It just don't. It don't hit. It don't move, and that's without even going through all of my analog gear. Just touching those keys on the FA06 keyboard workstation, it sound amazing. So, guys, if you're using the MPC sample, just know this: you got to still get great sounds into it, and you got to make it do what it do. It's all about the producer. We get that, right? But also, don't fall for the trick to keep buying all these different versions of the MPC. Technically, just get one and use it, man. And if you already have one, just use it. You don't need to go and get this MPC sample. But if you want to trick yourself into saying, "Oh, I gotta move around, I gotta do this, I gotta be flexible," blah 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 blah, then get it. But hear me out, man. Are you going to be successful with it? Because just picking up this little device and put it in your book bag, so you could go make beats anywhere you want using one shots and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Is it going to really help your musical production career? Is it going to set, you know what I'm saying? And if it does, then it means it doesn't matter which one that you get, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter which one you get, so you don't have to buy all of them. I hope you get my point. My point is, if you already have an MPC, one of the current generation ones, the modern generation ones, starting from 2017, you don't need to get the MPC sample. It's already built into your system. You just got to understand how to use your system to make it seem like you're working it in a limited way. If you don't have an MPC and you want to get the small one, then get it. But understand your intent and understand how you got to bring sounds into that to make great music. If you already have an MPC and you want to get the small one because you want to move around and so forth, things of that nature, just make sure that purchase was worth it. Just make sure that purchase was really, really worth it. Because that $400 could have went to something else that could have really, really enhanced your career if you moved the right way. You understand that part? Okay. So we'll see what happens, guys. We're gonna see in the future to see if this MPC sample pans out to be something amazing and people are really, really doing, you know what I'm saying, what they need to do with it, or if it's just another money grab for the content creators, because they're selling their packs. Get my pack, get my one-shot pack, get my one-shot pack, get my one-shot pack, and for the company, and they're gonna come out with another version soon. You know what I'm saying? So which one is it? You guys gotta wake up and pay attention. Now I want you to pay attention. So right now we're in March, right? About to hit April. Yes. Since we're in March, about to hit April, I want you to pay attention to the next 3 to 4 months to see if they really come out with another version of an MPC. Pay attention, guys, because if they come out with another version, well, what's the point of buying an MPC if they're never going to change the sound anymore, guys? Think about it. We technically right now we got every version, guys. We got every version. Even if they haven't put out a keyboard version yet with those MPC pads, but you don't even need those MPC pads. Look at the musical producer. They're not even using it, guys. They're not even using the MPC pads. They're not even using it, guys. They're not. They're still doing beats the same way they did on the MPC Live Mark 1, the MPC Live Mark 2, the MPC Live Mark II Retro Edition. They're not even using the MPC pass. Look it up. Yo, a lot of these guys are not even, they're not even going to be using the MPC sample like that. The MPC XL like that. The people who purchased the MPC Live Mark III and now they have the MPC XL, watch these guys make a lot of videos on the MPC XL and they don't even pull out the MPC Live Mark III anymore, guys. It's just gonna sit over there and start collecting dust. Watch, watch. So, guys, pay attention in the next 3 to 4 to 5 months, maybe even 6 months. If they come out with another product within a 6 month time span, then I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want you guys to come and tell me. I want to hear what you guys have to say, man. This your boy 005 Dynasty. Don't forget to Google me and just remember, move smart, and understand music, sound, these hardware devices, great sound sources, external gear, digital gear, dedicated gear, hybrids, like, you know, companies trying to trick you, market and promote to you, content creators just trying to live off of you and live off of the companies, and consumers who just don't even have, they're not even smart, they're just doing dumb stuff. Just pay attention, guys. Pay attention. Keep doing your research. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Mooch, the community manager. Shout out to all the channel members, people who have, their channel member 005 Dynasty. And don't forget to Google me. Don't forget to Google me. And my musical genre is Ghost Wave. And I'm out.